I don't have what I need to make a whole jar of pickles, so I'm planning to just pick what I have ripe, throw it in, and see how the fermenting goes. Welcome back to Hannah's Harvest. Today we're in the kitchen. I'm working on my second fermenting project and I'm really excited to have you here with me. I'm using the dill pickle recipe that came in the recipe guide from the ball fermenting kit that I got. I'm starting by putting in my garlic, dill, and other spices like black pepper and red pepper flakes. I'm hoping that by putting them at the bottom, it'll reduce the risk of them floating up to the top and sitting at the water level. Next, I'm adding my peppers because last time a lot of the seeds floated up, so I want them to be at the bottom, hopefully to hold all the seeds in place. This is my first okra pod of the season and I'm really excited to pickle it and see how it tastes. Next, I'm adding in my cucumbers. These are radishes that I planted kind of middle of the summer. They don't look very great, so I thought I'd pull them up and hopefully use them. And then my last ingredient I'm going to add is onions, and I saved this for last because I was hoping that by cutting bigger pieces it would hold everything else down. For the brine, I'm using 3 cups of filtered water, a squirt of honey to add some sweetness, and 1.5 tablespoons of the preserving salt that came with my fermenting kit. Next, I'll stir to make sure everything gets dissolved, and then I'll take it off the heat. For the brine and fermenting, you actually don't have to boil it, you just want to make sure everything gets incorporated together. As I put in the spring the first time, I could immediately tell that I had some peppers and spice bits floating up to the top, so I decided to take it out, cut some bigger slices of onion, and then see if that will hold everything down. The garden mix is put in the fermenting jar, and I already see that I think I've made a mistake with the freeze-dried dill. I think because the pieces are so small and it's floating to the top that I'm probably going to have to skim off mold off the top several times, but I guess we'll see. So all of the vegetables are below the water line, which is a good thing, I know, and I'm going to leave this on the counter for 5 days and then we'll check it. If you're a fermenting expert, would would you give me your tips and tricks in the comments? I think that would be really helpful. It has been about 7 days now, and the day after I filmed last, I went ahead and put in the rest of the onion, and then I had some whole peppers that I put in as well at the top. And you can see a lot has changed in 7 days. The brine is very cloudy, and our vegetables have definitely squished down. And here's what it looks like at the top. It actually wasn't a problem that the dill was small. I think after it hydrated, it kind of sunk down to the bottom, which is a good thing. I fished out a piece of cucumber to try, and I wanted to mention the reason I'm working so hard on fermenting is that because I have alpha-gal and have to live without dairy, I don't have the beneficial bacteria from things like yogurt and sour cream. So fermenting is a good way for me to get the benefits for my gut health without having to have dairy. So I have my cucumber that I'm ready to taste test. I can definitely taste the spice from the red pepper flakes. It's nice and tangy, has almost like a sour taste, but in a good way. And I think I'm really happy with how these turned out. So what I'm going to do is transfer them into a little bit of a smaller jar for now, and then I'll save them in the fridge. They can stay in the fridge for a couple weeks, and I'm planning to use these maybe to eat on crackers or to top a sandwich or something like that. So thanks for joining me today. I hope that you're inspired to try some fermenting of your own.